I was at one particular conference and somebody said to me, yeah, but wait a minute. You know, you Christians have a blind faith that there's God. Well, actually, no. No. It is a faith, but it's not a blind faith. You know who has the blind faith? The atheists. Richard Dawkins. You know why? Richard Dawkins says there's no God, which flies in the face of what we know from biochemistry about DNA. So actually, when you look at DNA, it actually confirms in the beginning God. Doesn't prove it, because ultimately we can't absolutely prove these things because we're finite beings and we don't have all information. You know, that's why there's always going to be a faith aspect. Young people, I often have people, I go to churches or I teach in schools and they'll say to me, well, prove that there's a God. See, here's the thing. You can't ultimately, as a human being, a finite human being, prove those things in an absolute sense. Only God can, which is why he says in his word, without faith, it's impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe that he is, and he is a rewarder of those that seek him. He's the one that makes himself known to us and convinces us through his word and so on. But the point is, there's always a faith aspect. There always will be a faith aspect. But Christianity is not a blind faith. It's an objective faith that makes sense of what we see and is confirmed by observational science. Atheism is a blind faith. In fact, it's a faith that lacks credulity. It doesn't make sense. And then how do you explain the laws of logic? And how do you explain the laws of nature and the uniformity of nature, that the laws stay the same? How do you do that?